everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Jaguars coming in at 7-1, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 7-1.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Phillip Rivers and the now Los Angeles Chargers. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pen. No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Gordon on first down. Oh, good move. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Play clock winding down. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. The quick slant caught. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Rivers now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one, because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points as a result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bortles. Airing it out for Hearns. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Now Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Second down, Rivers. Steps away to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Looking and finding Allen Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now Bortles throwing on second down. A dump off for Ivory. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers caught by Gates, left side. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Rivers, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. The tight end Henry here in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Again, it's Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Rivers on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. An update now from Buffalo, and a bit of a surprise there. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down. On the give to Fournette. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. third down, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go.
To throw is Bortles. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now Benjamin. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now is Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. To Fournette. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Here we go now.
Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Here's a give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Leonard Fournette. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's airing it out for Williams, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again. Rivers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again. Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. First down, Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Paul Puslesny coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Shipped together here from the D-line. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and short yardage. Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Chargers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now.
Bortles going to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Rivers now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. Looking deep for his tight end Gates. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Jaguars getting set to go.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Fournette on the counter. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To the air again here, Rivers, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Again, it's Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw, Rivers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Good play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.